100,000 facts.
What's up, guys, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? It is I, the one and only OP Skills, back again for another episode of Victory Gaming Network. Good news is, I actually got my new tripod, so that is amazing. I can actually record videos this way, and hopefully get a green screen behind me for these videos like this from this point forward. But anyway, today I'm going to be bringing you guys a review of the VR box, which is basically Google Cardboard on steroids. But before we get into it, go ahead and give this video a huge thumbs up if you haven't already, and let's get right to it. Like I said, it's basically Google Cardboard on steroids. Does come with the controller, which I'll show you guys. It's real just cheap plastic. You can pick the VR box up for about $15 on, let's see, I got mine on eBay, so probably about the same on Amazon. It's about 15 American dollars. Here is the controller. So it's got obviously a part here for Android and iOS. I believe the market is specifically aimed more toward Android than iOS. It's real just cheap plastic. It takes AAA batteries, and then it's really just a Wii nunchuck essentially. Like I said, cheap plastic, but for $15 you really can't go wrong too awful much. You've got the analog stick here, as well as A, B, C, and D buttons. And then these often are used for aiming and shooting weapons in the games. Now, the VR box itself has this really nice sort of mesh around the edges here, which is really comfortable. I found it really, really comfortable. I was able to wear it for couple hours at least. Very comfortable. It never really bothered me. It has this nose ridge here, which obviously different people's noses vary different in sizes, but for the most part, mine, the very tip of my nose there kind of touched the very edge of the area there, but it really wasn't, like I said, that uncomfortable. I was able to wear it for multiple hours, so no problems there. It has this really nice head strap, which is kind of got a leather back piece here, where it would be on the back of your head, and you can adjust it with these straps here to adjust the size. The lenses on the inside, you guys can see those very well. You can use these to adjust the lens size, so if you're wearing glasses or anything like that, you can't actually. So you can bring them in and out, and you can adjust them again, like I said, using these little knobs on the top here. And then it does have this sort of sliding door on the front for, like, if you're into augmented reality or anything like that. Overall, I thought for the price this was actually really good. I did tend to have a slight sense of dizziness, after I took it off and I came back to reality and everything. I did tend to have a slight bit of dizziness. Essentially all it really does is you pull this out, you just slide your phone in this, and then slide it back in that way. So again, like I said, I did tend to have a slight feel of dizziness after I took it off. I'm not sure if that's just because, obviously I'm not used to virtual reality or anything, but I did have that kind of sense, and it did actually give me a headache, actually. As I said, I had this on for about 2 hours straight, so I did have a bit of a headache after that, but again, that was 2 full hours. Not used to virtual reality just yet. There's really not much else to say. I mean, for the price, $15, I think you can't really go wrong a whole lot. One thing I do want to mention about this, though, is I've seen people, for some reason, kind of compare it to the Samsung Gear, which I thought was kind of nuts. I mean, this is $15 and you're going to compare it to something that's $80. You obviously don't want to do that. So yes, this does have its kind of merits over the Samsung Gear. Samsung Gear, or why did I say Gear? For example, how you can actually adjust the lenses and things like that. You can't actually do that with the Samsung Gear, which is kind of weird. You can't really do that. Obviously, the price tag's different. This is more entry level. The games market, you kind of have to stick with Google Cardboard. You can still watch, YouTube, obviously, in VR. There are a few movies that you can watch in VR for this. It's mostly just Google Cardboard for the games. You really kind of have to stick with the Google Cardboard games. As I said, this is really just Google Cardboard on steroids. You've got the plastic. It's a lot more of a durable build, and it's a lot more comfortable to wear, obviously, than the freaking cardboard shit. So, overall, I think for $15, this is actually a really good deal. And if you guys any of you are actually interested in VR, but you're not really convinced to pay the price for it at the moment, this is a great way to experience it without actually going out and spending a large amount of money, at the moment. So definitely great for entry level. If you have anything, like actual VR stuff, PlayStation VR, I believe is coming out in about 2 weeks. If you have, obviously, the HT Vive or anything like that, you'd never want this. This is really just entry level for you to try it before you buy the actual VR stuff. But anyway, that is pretty much it for this review, guys. If you haven't already, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys on the next episode. Until then, take care.